Hi and welcome to Faery Herb School. In this episode I'm going to be telling you all about common sage. Its magical, medicinal and household uses and how to grow and harvest sage. Common sage originally comes from the Middle East and Mediterranean and is not to be confused with white sage, which is commonly used by Native American cultures and shamans for smudging and ceremonies. Common sage has been grown since ancient times for food and for its healing properties. Its Latin name is Salvia officinalis. The first part of its Latin name, salvia, means to heal or to save, and the second part, officinalis, is in reference to the plant's medicinal properties. The officina was traditionally the room in the monastery where the herbs and medicine were kept. Sage is very fragrant and it has a really nice scent, and the fairies love it because it attracts butterflies, and you can see that the caterpillars have been happily munching on mine. Sage is associated with the element of air and the planet Jupiter, and is sacred to the Greek god Zeus. It is a masculine energy plant. Like white sage, common sage can also be used for smudging and clearing away negative energy. It has been used since the Middle Ages for warding off evil, and it can be used as an ingredient in spells for wisdom, wishes and protection. The parts used in medicine are the leaves, and I found that gnomes particularly like to work with this plant because gnomes are protectors and healers of the wild animals, so it's the healing properties of this plant that attracts them to it. Today, sage is commonly used to reduce the effects of menopause, particularly night sweats and hot flushes, and it also has antibacterial properties which, when made into a tea, is really good for soothing a sore throat. All you need is 1 or 2 leaves or 2 teaspoons of dried sage and a cup of boiling water. Common sage can also be used for treating bug bites and stings. All you need to do is take a leaf and munch it up and apply it to the area. Or if you've only got dried sage available, then you can make a mixture by putting some dried sage onto your hand and mixing in some water and then applying it to the area. You can also apply sage directly to gum problems or cold sores. And sage is also commonly used for treating anxiety and depression, and it's really good for helping to improve your memory. And the ancient Egyptians used this herb as a fertility herb. So you can see why this herb has been so popular over the years, because it has so many healing attributes. Sage also has an important history with food, and in Britain and America it's very common as sage and onion stuffing, and as it aids in the digestion of fatty acids, then it's really beneficial to have in things like Thanksgiving meals. Sage also has many other household uses. For example, if you keep it in a dark cupboard with your potatoes, it helps them to last longer. You can also use it as a hair rinse if you have dark hair. And it's really fragrant, so it's really popular in potpourri, soaps and other cosmetics. This is only a young plant, but it can actually grow to more than 1 meter in height in good conditions. It has these great aromatic, finely veined green leaves, and in the summer, early summer, it produces blue flowers. It can be propagated from softwood cuttings in spring or hardwood later in the summer, and it can also be grown from seed in spring. But I feel like common sage grows better when it's grown from a cutting than those grown from seeds. Some people also believe that you shouldn't plant sage in your garden yourself, that you should get someone to do it for you, because of the belief it's bad luck to plant it in your own garden yourself. And it's also considered bad luck to plant sage on its own. I do know that sage likes company, and I have planted mine in with some lavender and some calendula seeds here too the other day. But any plant which prefers well-drained soil will also make a great companion plant. Before I go into how to harvest, I just wanted to quickly mention that you should always ask for permission from the plant and the fairies before taking anything, and leave a gift to show your appreciation. And this gift can be anything like a shell, a crystal, some fruit and nuts, or even a song. You can harvest sage at any time of year apart from 2 months before the first frost. This is so that you give the plant time to recover before the frost hits. You can harvest by taking a stem or the leaves as you need them, but for a young plant you should harvest lightly in the first year so you give it time to get established. You can hang the stems upside down to dry, or you can take the leaves and put them on greaseproof paper in a dark, cool and damp room to dry. This is what it looks like once it's dry, and I'll just open this up and take some out so you can get a clearer look. It's so fragrant and powerful feeling. Some people feel like it keeps its flavour better if you freeze it, but for magical purposes I prefer the drying process. And then once it's dry you should keep it in an airtight container like this one, and preferably in a dark place. Over time the stems on your plant will get woody, and with proper care and help from the fairies your plant should live about 3 to 5 years. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learning all about this magical special herb. Please like and subscribe if you have, because I'll be putting more videos on like this soon. Have a magical day, sending you love, light and fairy blessings.